Today we're going to discuss why I didn't pick the FX3 over the a7S III. So it came down to a decision where I found an FX3 available for purchase at about maybe $400 off the retail price, and I thought it was a great deal. Originally I wanted the FX3 because of the new firmware updates that weren't included on the Sony A1 and the a7S III. I don't know why, and I wish Sony would address this. Gerald Dunn and Philip Bloom have already addressed this in separate videos, so you can go check them out if you want to know more about that. But essentially what happened was I realized that I could get an a7S III for a lot significantly cheaper than the FX3, which in turn is why I went that way. Because the real difference between the FX3 and the Sony a7S III was really firmware updates. It added a couple new features, which is great, but is it really worth spending an extra $2,000? For me personally, it wasn't. They have the same sensor, they're pretty much the same camera, just in different types of bodies. Sure, the Sony FX3 has that great system for the XLR handle, which is great. However, I'm using the Sony, I forgot what this Sony mic is actually called right now, and honestly, it works like a charm. For run and gun stuff, this is still great, and where I really need better audio, I can always set it up with my mixer, the H4n, and run an NTG3. Yes, I do have to sync it, but at the same time, I save $2,000. What I'm learning is the Sony a7S III is a very capable and fantastic camera. It's not like I didn't know that before, but I feel sometimes we always want to run to the best and the greatest new camera or whatever the new release is, and forget that the equipment we have right now, the camera gear and the camera that we're using, is only a tool, and it's only as good as the operator itself. Can you tell a story? And always, content is king. So if you can tell a story, you can make great content with any camera. And the fact that we have cameras like the a7S III available, we gotta be smiling. There's nothing to complain about. It's an amazing camera, so I ended up buying another a7S III instead of the FX3, and honestly, I'm super happy. The Sony a7S III has been an amazing camera, and originally I had the a7 IV, and that's what I was filming predominantly, most of my YouTube stuff, but then I realized how much, and now understanding I guess how the a7S III really is a video-centric, video-first camera. And for that reason, that's why I got another one, and I love it, and you'll be seeing a lot more videos with the a7S III in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned for that, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Catch ya.